These old work boots here, what I'd like to do is to turn them into hiking boots. They're very flexible, nice boots except for the steel toes. Steel toes and a lot of movement, they don't go together. So what I want to do is to try to see if it's possible to cut the leather here. Take a hacksaw, cut into the steel toe, remove the steel toe, try to get the other part of the steel toe out, and then put it back together so the toe stays on, and turn into a non-steel toe boot. I think it's possible, so I'm going to try. What I'm going to do is take the laces out, insole out, and I've polished the boots up, so I'm going to take some of the polish off, because later I'm going to need to put something on here to cover the stitching. That's to remove the polish. Now, do I really want to do this? Maybe I should mark it out first. There's no need to be in a big hurry. I need to do a good job. Yeah, that's the steel toe. Look at that. Just came right out. Like, this boot has the, how do you pronounce that? Lenzigisto protection, non-metallic steel plate substitute. So I think normally the steel plate goes on top of the steel toe, and it'd be very hard to get the steel toe out. I'm going to slit the toe open and see if the steel toe is on top of the steel plate or not. Okay. Steel toes do go on top of the steel plate. There's a steel plate there. Just stitch that back together. And it looks like it'll be out. This might be an easy job. Now just do the other one. There, that one's out as well. There's the steel toes. Now what I need to do is to stitch these back together, and then put something over here to protect the stitching, and they should be good. Well, I've got the ends stitched back together now. I used a fish line. It took me probably about an hour each. I have some shoe glue too, but I'd like to try this stuff. I've used this on the car and it seems to be really great sticking stuff, so I'll try this on the seam on the boots. There, they're done. I first applied some to the seam when I flattened out the toe, and then I stuffed the end of the boot with some old gloves, and then I put another layer on. Well, there's the boot with the steel toe removed, and it was stitched back together with fish line, and then there's the automotive seam and joint sealer. We'll have to see how well that holds up. No steel toes! There, no steel toes.